Welcome back to Stock Kong Invest and Analysis, where we look at the market and break down the opportunities.
Like and subscribe!
ASML rises as record orders beat estimates amid AI-related demand. Shares of chip equipment maker ASML rose about 5% pre-market on Wednesday after the company's record orders surpassed estimates in the fourth quarter. Key metrics: ASML, which makes extreme ultraviolet lithography or EUV and deep ultraviolet or DUV lithography system, saw fourth quarter net sales increase about 5% year-over-year to €9.72 billion. The fourth quarter was particularly strong. We reported record total net sales of €9.7 billion, including the revenue recognized for two High-NA systems. Our gross margin for Q4 was in line with our guidance at 52.2%, said ASML CEO Christophe Fouquet. In the last months, many of our customers have shared a notably more positive assessment of the medium-term market situation, primarily based on more robust expectations of the sustainability of AI-related demand. This is reflected in a marked step-up in their medium-term capacity plans and in our record order intake. The Netherlands-based ASML reported net bookings of about €13.2 billion in the fourth quarter, beating an average estimate of €6.85 billion by analysts, Bloomberg News reported. Net bookings for EUV machines were €7.4 billion. It was a record quarter in terms of revenue, it was a record quarter in terms of order intake, it was a record quarter in terms of free cash flow generation, said ASML CFO Roger Dassin. Fouquet noted that the market outlook has notably improved in the last few months. This is especially true when it comes to the buildup of the capacity for AI applications, being data centers or other infrastructure. Now we start to see that this buildup is also translating into need for capacity at our advanced customers. This is true for logic, this is true for DRAM, this starts to translate also into orders for our most advanced technology, especially EUV. ASML's customers include leading chip manufacturers, including Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, TSM, and Intel, INTC. China sales. China accounted for 36% of the total net system sales of about €7.58 billion in the fourth quarter of 2025, followed by South Korea at 22%, and the US at 17%. Taiwan accounted for 13% of shipments of total net system sales. China accounted for 42% of the total net system sales of about €5.552 billion in the third quarter of 2025, while Taiwan was second with a 30% share. Outlook. Fouquet said, "We expect 2026 to be another growth year for ASML's business, largely driven by a significant increase in EUV sales and growth in our installed base business sales." Fouquet noted that there is strong demand for high-bandwidth memory, or HBM chips, and also for double data rate, or DDR memory. Fouquet added that this probably will lead to a very tight supply, at least in 2026, and most probably beyond that. For the first quarter of 2026, ASML expects total net sales to be between €8.2 billion and €8.9 billion, with a gross margin between 51% and 53%. For the full year 2026, the company expects total net sales to be between €34 billion and €39 billion, with a gross margin between 51% and 53%. Fouquet maintained ASML's long-term, in line with what the company said in November 2024, noting that in 2030, ASML expects revenue between €44 billion and €60 billion, and a gross margin between 56% and 60%. Dividend and buyback. ASML intends to declare a total dividend for the year 2025 of $7.50 per ordinary share, which is a 17% increase compared to 2024. An interim dividend of $1.60 per ordinary share will be made payable on February 18th. The company will make a final dividend proposal to the annual general meeting of €2.70 per ordinary share. ASML announced a new share buyback program effective January 28 and to be executed by December 31, 2028. The company intends to buy back shares worth up to €12 billion. The company expects a total of up to 2 million shares will be used to cover employee share plans. ASML intends to cancel the remainder of the shares repurchased. In the fourth quarter, ASML bought around 1.7 billion euros worth of shares under the 2022-2025 share buyback program. This program finished in December 2025, having repurchased a total of 7.6 billion euros out of the up to 12 billion euros program.
Hey viewers, like and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep bringing you more insightful stock analysis. It's going to be wild.